Creamers. Told you we'd be here. The Beachland Ballroom for Old Wrestling Murder Mystery, June 13th, 2025, the year of our lives. The weather is 76 degrees, slightly raining, cloudy. I'm a little cloudy too. And we are going to bring to you fun and excitement in an old way. I love you and I wish you the best. Who is your favorite wrestler?
Ray Phoenix.
And if Ray Phoenix was going to be at the next old show, what gimmick would you like to see him in?
I think he would stay true and he would be a silent actor.
Yeah?
I think so.
Really? That's what you're going with? So who is living, dead, past, present, future, whatever? Who's your favorite wrestler?
The original Doink the Clown.
All right. Yeah. That's a good choice. I like that.
Absolutely.
Matt Bourne. All right. If Doink the Clown was going to perform at Old Wrestling, what would his gimmick be?
Oh, man. Well, Doink was obviously the funny, evil clown, right. You know? But I think in today's day and age, it'd be funny. It's clown college code that there will not be any drinking. No drinking in a clown as you're in clown makeup. Okay. I think it'd be pretty funny to have like a somewhat irate drunk clown.
Yeah, like he was kicked out of clown college for drinking and stuff.
Right. And maybe like a disgruntled, angry, somewhat upset clown, but you can't help but laugh at him kind of thing.
Okay, so he's playing into it a little bit.
Absolutely.
I like it. I like it.
I mean, he's upset that he got kicked out of clown college because he's an A1 exceptional excellent clown.
Oh, of course.
But he couldn't kick the alcoholism. You know,
we've all been there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
You know, I don't really know. Maybe there's a lot of different finishing moves, signature moves you could come up with.
There's a lot of ways you can go between the drinking and the clowning.
Absolutely.
I like it. Have you been to Old Wrestling before?
No.
No? Do you know what you're in for?
Second wrestling show.
What was your first?
The Black Friday one.
Oh, AIW?
Yeah.
Hell on Earth?
Yeah.
Those are good shows.
That was amazing.
But you are a wrestling fan?
I have slowly been becoming one.
So who is your favorite wrestler?
Right now, the Beast, because Muertos. Thank you, Muertos.
We're good.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because he was at that show, and I got a picture with him, and then I have the wrestling crate that comes, and so I got the little micro mini. So it was meant to be.
It's a very good pick.
Yeah.
So if the Beast Muertos was to be performing here tonight at Old Wrestling, what gimmick, what do you think his whole persona at Old Wrestling would be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I know, that's why I asked it.
I feel like he'd be one of those really cool like bodyguards that's like behind the main guy.
Yeah.
Like in the 20s, that's kind of what I'm thinking, like roaring 20s.
Like a mobster.
The right-hand man kind of thing. I feel like he'd be that guy.
I like that a lot. Who's your favorite wrestler?
Right now, probably Tony Storm.
Oh, well, that's
All the time, there's CM Punk up there. There's Jervis Cottonbelly's up there. I gotta. Jervis was here a couple years ago when
I met. This is the only time I met him was at an extravaganza in like 20.
Yeah.
I met him in Norwalk.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I was at.
Yeah.
Well, so my next question was going to be your favorite wrestler if they were going to perform here. What would your gimmick be? But we kind of know for you, Tony Storm kind of fits.
Yeah.
So let's do CM Punk. What would his gimmick be if he was going to perform?
In like a 1920s thing? I think he'd have to be a heel prohibitionist type, right?
It only fits, right? That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Can you please say your name for the camera?
Sure, Nugnar Gang. Commentary here tonight for Old Wrestling under the name of Rusty Lance.
I need a second to take in Rusty Lance. I don't know if I should have phrased that way, but I like
Lance
it.
Russell,
No, it's good. It's good. Who is your favorite wrestler?
Of all time or right now?
Living, dead, past, present.
Bam Bam Bigelow will always be my favorite. I loved all the big guys. One Man Gang, Bam Bam, Bundy. Bundy was the one that got me because when I was a kid, I used to get the crap kicked out of me all the time.
Yeah.
And then I saw Bundy crush Hogan in the cage on Saturday Night's Main Event and went, we can fight back?
We can do this.
So I was like,
So
I'm
he brought
in.
it.
I like that guy. And then it turns out he's a bad guy and I had to boo him. And I was very conflicted.
Those mixed feelings when you're young and watching
100%.
wrestling. Let's go Bam Bam. If Bam Bam was going to perform at Old Wrestling tonight, what would his gimmick be?
Be a human cannonball.
Yeah,
I'd fire that guy out of a cannon at anybody. Bam Bam would be a human cannonball.
That makes sense. So past, present, future, living, dead, who is your favorite wrestler?
Ooh, man. That's rough, just because there's a lot, but I think one of the ones that I always go to is just Stone Cold Steve Austin.
It's always, and it's not wrong.
No, it's not, and he's a big beer drinker. I like drinking beer, and he's also like one of the most iconic performers of like a generation of people. So
Yeah, no, he's definitely, I agree. So, if Stone Cold Steve Austin was going to be here tonight at Old Wrestling, what do you think his gimmick would be?
I mean, it's pretty stereotypical because he's from Texas, but I feel like he could pull off the cowboy thing really good. He might be, because he's a beer drinker, I think he could be a really good bartender or just like a soda jerk, just like the complete opposite of beer because it's soda.
But he could pull up, with the comedy he's done, he could pull off something like that. You know what
I wouldn't deny that at all. I think he could do it. It's just like, there's a way that sometimes going to stuff pretty easily, like just because he's from Texas, he's a beer drinker. It's either, cowboy, rancher, soda jerk, or like bartender.
I know,
but
and I like it, yeah.
He can do that. He's
absolutely.
done stuff like that before, and he can probably do stuff like that again.
So, past, present, future, living, dead, who is your favorite professional wrestler?
I've got to go with my childhood favorite, Rey Mysterio, Heart of a Lion.
I love that. I like Rey Mysterio. So, if Rey Mysterio was here tonight at Old Wrestling, what do you think his gimmick would be?
His gimmick? Oh my goodness. I just feel like the Lucha Libre fits the theme.
Fit it, yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely go, old 1920s, 1930s Lucha Libre.
Like change up his like
Dress
mask
it
and
up.
stuff.
Yeah, you can get some good masks of antiquity out of Mexico for sure.
All right, I like that. Who is your favorite professional wrestler?
It used to be The Rock, but right now it's Danhausen.
Oh, all right. We're gonna go. Yeah. Got it. The Danhausen shirt. Okay. We're gonna go with The Rock though for this follow up.
Okay.
If The Rock was gonna perform here tonight, what would his gimmick be?
Oh yeah, give me 1 second on that one.
Take your time.
That's a good one. You know what? I think honestly, the way The Rock is now, he'd be a union buster.
Oh, that's good. I like that. See, I didn't know where you were gonna go, but I'm happy we went there. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be a union buster.
I like that. Who is your favorite professional wrestler?
He's dead, but Bray Wyatt.
That's fine. So I like Bray Wyatt a lot too. So if Bray Wyatt was here tonight and performing at Old Wrestling, what would his gimmick be?
He would be some kind of mine worker, probably, and like the leader of like starting to try some sort, like create some sort of union for the mine workers and protect their rights and acknowledging like how dark and dim their jobs are and
Like
having to leading them.
Almost like what he was doing, but in a different manner, which I like that. Who is your favorite professional wrestler?
I guess I'm a Rowdy Piper guy. I've always been a Rowdy. Yeah, I've been a Rowdy Piper guy since I was a kid.
All right, I like that. So, if Hot Rod was here tonight performing at the Old Wrestling show, what would his gimmick be?
Oh, man. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't have to change his gimmick. Like Hot Rod could come out there. He could do the kilts.
He's timeless.
Yeah, it's time. I mean, that works in almost any era. I like it.
I like it as well. So, living, dead, past, present, future, whatever, who is your favorite professional wrestler?
Rob Van Dam.
Rob, that's a good pick. You see he's having a kid?
Yeah.
Okay. If Rob Van Dam was here tonight, what do you think his gimmick for Old Wrestling would be?
Probably some high-flying cowboy.
High-flying cowboy? I like that. That's good. Who is your favorite professional wrestler of all time?
Ooh, of all time, I would have to say Jake the Snake Roberts.
Jake the Snake? All right, that's a good pick.
That was the one, when I was a kid, I thought all finishing moves were like, nobody would ever, it's unrealistic for somebody to not kick out and any of those, Hulk Hogan's leg drop or Ultimate Warrior, but that DDT, I'm like, that was the first time as a little kid thinking, yeah, they're not kicking out of this.
No, that's a really good reason too. So
since then, he was a good promo guy too.
One of the best ever, really. So if Jake the Snake was here tonight, what would his gimmick be for Old Wrestling?
Oh, a zookeeper.
That was easy. It makes sense. That's appropriate. I love it.